What's up, guys? Morning or afternoon. Welcome to another car talk. Today is gonna be pretty gamer focused. Oh, so guess what's coming in today? After 4 years since I've had my PS5, and 4 years of being super stubborn, I have finally, by Noah's persistence and annoyance, have decided to get more storage. I finally got a terabyte of storage instead of the whole 670. I originally wasn't, because I don't really play video games that much, and usually I would always be, alright, I got these 2 games I play all the time. There's I got like a single player game that I'll play. When that finishes, I just delete that game, download the next game, and then the cycle just continued. So I felt like I didn't need to get storage. But with the constant annoyance and peer pressure of my friends to finally just get the stupid storage so I could download more games, I decided to finally get some storage. So we bought a terabyte. Now, what are some games I'm going to download? Well, one, I'm going to download Warframe back. The only reason I'm downloading Warframe back is because of my friends play it. I'm not the biggest looter shooter fan. I say that as I'm about to also mention another looter shooter. I used to be into them. Not really into them anymore, but it's another game to play. Whatever. Also, I'm going to download this Battlefield 5 because, in my opinion, I feel like Battlefield 5 has the best movement out of all the Battlefields, and I like it a lot more than 2024. But I will say Battlefield 1 is better. But there's not a lot of people that play Battlefield 1 anymore. But there's still a lot of people that play Battlefield 5. So we're downloading Battlefield 5. Which I'm cool with. I enjoy the game. And we're also going to download, or we're going to try to download, we're going to download Division 2, right? Before I hear the boos in the chat, we first got to see if my storage is safe. Not storage, if my data is safe. Because if you watch the last Car Talk video, I talked about how Ubisoft is shit and fucked me over and made me lose all my data. Which I still gotta talk to Google about and see if, what we can do as far as, because they're sending codes that I'm not getting into that. But if I lost all my storage, I'm probably gonna delete the game because I don't feel like, that's another game that I had 800 hours in. I used to like it, okay? But I do not want to go through another 800 hours. So, if I lost all my data, rip that game. That game is not getting played. Another game I'm going to download, I got to download Dark Pictures back, because I had to delete that to download the new game that I'm addicted to, Marvel Rivals. I got it when it first came out. Played it. It was alright. I enjoyed it somewhat. Wasn't the biggest fan of the characters and their abilities, so I ended up I couldn't find anyone I liked. So I ended up deleting it. But then, after the whole Fantastic Four team came out, I was like, well, you know what? Let's give it a shot. One of my buddies was playing it. And man, I really like the Thing. And for tanks, and I really like Mr. Fantastic on damage. For healer, Mantis. That's about it. Mantis. not the biggest fan of all the healers. I also don't really like being healer, but we rotate in our friend group on who is a healer so that there's no just one person that's always stuck healer. So unfortunately, I have to play a healer. And the only one that I've liked is Mantis, so we'll stick with her. That's that. But there's also... There was one other game that I was thinking of downloading. Oh, I was going to download Dying Light 2 back. I used to play that game quite a bit. How I feel about that game... Give it a good 6.5 out of 10. The parkour is really, really fun. And I love the parkour. It's very satisfying. And what they did with the music, how it's in tune with the parkour is really, really cool. And I've never seen that before in a video game. I don't know if Mirror's Edge did that. I know that's another very popular, well, used to be very popular parkour game. I never played it, so I don't know if they did that. But that was the first game that I ever experienced where the music was in tune with the parkour. So, but the part of it I don't like, I feel like combat is a little weird because Aiden's basically a superhero in that game. You know what I mean? You vault over a zombie, you go fucking sky high, and then on top of it, especially if your FOV up, you literally look like you are flying. Which I'm gonna have to tweak because it just looks weird. And you can also do stuff like double jumping, which makes you look like you go super high. You just go super high all the time. So when you fight zombies, if you want to implement parkour into the combat, because there's a few parkour moves, you're just always in the air all the time, and it feels weird. It doesn't really feel that satisfying to me. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. Whereas Dying Light 1 was a lot more grounded, which was fun. I just feel like it's a little too arcadey, which, I mean, at the same time, it's kind of the game. The game itself is a little bit of an arcade. So, I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan of the combat. A lot of shit just happens on your screen, especially if you have the mod that has the electrifying mod. The way the electrifying mods work in that game, you hit one zombie, and then obviously how electricity works, it goes from zaps to this guy to that guy to that guy to that guy. But the way it looks is a little weird. It's just a bolt of lightning that just goes from one zombie to another zombie, and the lightning stays. So it just looks a little weird. It's a weird critique. I know there's a lot more I could critique on, with the story being ass, but the story in the old game was pretty ass too. So I don't really hold it. It didn't knock off too many points. I just didn't really care what happened to the characters. I just wanted to play the game. Anyways, and I think that might be about it as far as games to download, because you got to keep in mind, I only have so much time at the end of the day to record a video playing a game for you. Oh, BO3. I want to download BO3 again. In case we ever do zombies. Because BO3 zombies is really the only zombies besides Black Ops 2 that I enjoyed a lot. I do enjoy playing the zombies on that game. Probably because of the gobblegums. The gobblegums do make it very interesting. Very broken. The gobblegums were stupid broken. But they were also fun. And if you are watching this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I apologize. Talk about a lot of games. If you don't play any games, this car talk is going to be very confusing for you. You're not going to understand anything I'm talking about. This is for the gamers. I'm just kidding. But I do enjoy them. They're OP, but sometimes OP is fun. You know what I mean? Take Helldivers, for example. You know what I mean? When the weapons are powerful, they're fun. It's the same thing with zombies. Like, it's a power fantasy. You know, you want to be. You got shit like Pack-a-Punch. And when you Pack-a-Punch a weapon, you want it to be strong. You know what I mean? And it's like that in that game. But I think that's about it. As far as, because I only got a terabyte, and you think about it, Battlefield 5 is about 150. Black Ops 3 is about 120. The rest of the games are actually not that much. Actually, Division is about a little over 100. But those are only 300 things. So, Warframe's what, 50 gigs? You know what I mean? So, Dying Light's a good 40. I'll be alright. I'm gonna have so much storage left over. I don't know what else I'll download. To be honest, I'll just have extra storage. Yeah, that's kind of it's kind of this car talk. I just want to talk about the games that I got. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, see ya.